Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we are bringing you my favorite video of the month, and that is our completed pages. And I absolutely adore this time of the month because I love checking out everyone else's pages, and I also like sharing mine and seeing what everyone has been up to for the month. So I have got through a fair few pages this month because I was on school holidays, so I've had 2 weeks off. So I've had lots of time to be able to sit and colour. So I did get quite a few pictures done this month. I definitely won't get as many done next month because obviously we're back to school and things like that. I am a teacher, so time is limited. But in saying that, I'm just happy that I can share this many with you this month. So we'll see how many we get done for October, but don't expect the same amount. And then in December, I actually have 5 weeks off with Christmas holidays for being a teacher as well, so I'll have some more over December. Anyway, let's get stuck into it. So my first one I have to share with you is Matchstick Mouse, a floral colouring book. Now this one was done with Neocolor 2 on the background, based with Neocolor 2 on most of the other elements as well. And then I've gone in with my Prismacolor pencils for details and such. And then in with a white gel pen. On her little nose, on her eye, and on the worm, I have, and on the wings, I have used Jelly Roll Glaze just to add a bit of shine in there as well. So I'll bring it up so you can see a closer look at her. Beautiful and vibrant. Absolutely love this book and can't wait to do some more in here. But yeah, you can see a little bit of that glaze there on the worm and her eye and nose. But yeah, apart from that, I haven't used any glitter pens or anything like that. I just kept it nice and simple. The Neocolor 2 actually held up really well on this paper. There's a little bit of crinkling, which you can probably see here. But overall, it was pretty good. It held up pretty well. So pretty happy with that. So that was my Matchstick Mouse for this month. Next one. All right, the next one I'm going to share with you is A Frog's Tale by R.J. Hampson. Now this one is a colour along on my channel, so if you go back in and you want to colour along with this one, and here he is here. So his name is Mr. Foggy. I couldn't remember for a second then. Now this one is done with my Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürers. So this is just Albrecht Dürers activated with water. I did not go back in with normal pencils. The background, so the sky is done with Neocolor 2, however. So that is done with Neocolor 2. And then the rest of it is done with the Albrecht Dürers. So I'll bring it up a bit closer so you can see. And this was the first full picture I had done with my Albrecht Dürers, and I absolutely love them. They are beautiful and so vibrant. I didn't have to go over this with pencil at all. This was just the Albrecht Dürers. I was very impressed. No glitter pens or anything like that. Just kept it nice and simple. Something I found with this paper is it kind of has like a crosshatch to it. You can kind of see it possibly in the background here. It's like it's a woven, I don't know if you could kind of see it there. It's a weird paper. It's like a woven texture to it. So when I put my pencils down, you can actually see the texture of the page. Like I can see it a little bit in the trees here as well. It's a weird paper. It's not bad paper, like it's actually quite thick compared to like your normal Amazon paper, and it handled the water really well. It did buckle a little bit over here because I put too much on when I did the Neocolor 2, but otherwise, as you can see at the back, it's actually not that crinkly, which was really good. It held up really well. So yeah, that's the Mr. Fogarty's picture. I love this book. I can't wait to do some more in here. It's absolutely beautiful. I just love him. He's so cute. Excuse my voice. It was first day back to school and my voice is struggling. All right. So that's Mr. Fogarty. The next one is In Alien Worlds by Kirby. And this one is a colour along on my channel as well. And it is the spaceman. Here he is here, so all the astronaut. So the background, so the sky is done with ink pad ink, and the rest is done with Prismacolors, except for the helmet. As you can see, there's the shine on the helmet. I have put on a layer of the black pearl and white pearl in the Deco Art metallic paint, just to give it a bit of a shine, as if it was like a helmet with glass on it. So yeah, and then the white is just white gel pen for the bugs and everything else with the detailing. But yeah, that's it. While I do have this book, I do have a whip in here that I will show you, and I did not get it finished. And it is this one here, and I am using my polychromos with it. Now I'm struggling with them. I don't really like them because they are so hard. I'm starting to like them more the more I use them and develop my skill set with them. I've had them for, I would say, nearly 10 years. And they're definitely not a pencil that I would have gone to previously. I like my Prismas. I'm very heavy-handed. I do like to be able to smush and blend it really quickly and easily, which I find with the Prismas I can. With the polys, obviously, it's a lot more layering and it's harder to kind of smush them together like Prismas. So it is definitely taking me a lot longer, pardon me, to get this page done. But I'm kind of doing it, hiccups, pardon me. I'm doing it in between other pages as well, so it is taking me a bit longer, but that's okay. Next one, I was in the mood to colour some flowers, so I pulled out Maria Trolle's Flora book, and this was my first picture that I did with my Albrecht Dürer. I wanted to play around with some blending on them, which was this one, and I also tried some gel crayons in the background, which I hadn't previously used, and it is a metallic gel crayon. I don't even know if you can see the reflection of the metallic pigment in it, but you may be able to. So my challenge to myself this month was to try new mediums, which I did with the Albrecht Dürers and the gel crayons, and to colour some flowers again, because I haven't actually coloured just some flowers, basic flowers, in a very long time. So yeah, that was this one here. So I'll zoom in on those flowers for you. So I did come in a slight little bit with the Albrecht Dürers dry, but it was very minimal. I think it was just into the shadows. The rest is just, yeah, the Albrecht Dürers wet. So that was a bit of a learning experience after never having used them. I did put too much water on, so I did quickly figure out to use minimal water with them. But this was a really good experiment page for me, and I actually really enjoyed doing the flowers. So that then triggered me to buy Beautiful Planet by Layla Dooley and do some more in Layla Dooley's book. Hopefully that will, well, it's not going to fit because it's a bigger book, but that's okay. So then I went and had a look at some color combinations from Chris Chang and some other people. I can't remember about which channels they were, but then I decided to do this little floral wreath that she has in her book. And this is using Prismas. So yeah, just had a playing around with shadows, highlights, color combos, layering, and all of that good stuff. So yeah, just had a play with that one. I actually really enjoyed this one. There's no glitter gel pen or anything like that. There is a little bit of white gel pen on the center of the flowers as highlights, and that was it. So yeah, playing around with colouring leaves and all that good stuff as well. So that was really fun. So that one is in Layla Dooley's Beautiful Planet. All right, next one was just a bit of a fun one, and this one is actually colour along on my channel as well. And it's a kids colouring book. It's Bluey's Big Backyard. So I just wanted to have a bit of fun with this one. And I actually was trying out my Faber-Castell Black Edition, and I am very impressed with those pencils. And this is it here. So this one was a lot of fun. I really had fun doing this one. This month I'm actually have created a hashtag, Color Kids. So if you want to color a kids page from a kids coloring book for fun and something different, hashtag colour kids with the Australian spelling, so COLOUR for colour, and yeah, tag me in so I can have a look at what you've done in the kids colouring book for the month. So I might do a couple more before the end of the month. This was really super fun. So the background, or the sky, not the background as such, is Neocolour 2 with Neocolour 1 over the top to fill in any dull areas or any gaps, and then the rest is done with the Faber-Castell Black Edition. And I think there was 1 or 2 polychromos here and there that I couldn't really match up because I only had the 36 set. So I know that her orange colour was a polychromos because I just couldn't match it in to that set. So yeah, that one was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that one. Just like I said, something different, something cute, and I'm going to give this to my niece once I finish maybe a couple more pages in this book. All right, next one is in Mythomorphia. This is my favourite book by Kirby. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a drink. Sorry guys, my voice is struggling. All right, so this is my favorite book by Kirby, and we did this big sucker here. So this was my first one I did for the month. That took me a while actually. And this was inspired by, I can't remember the name. If I can find it, I'll post the tag down below, but it was a lady who had posted one on Insta with like the color shifting dragons, so I wanted to kind of replicate that. All right, so over here we start off with the bright side where the sun's setting, and it moves across into the night dark sky. Now the sky is all Neocolour 2. Everything else is and the clouds are Neocolour 2. Everything else is Prismacolor. So yeah, that's everything else on there. So let's have a look up close. This one was so much fun. It was, I don't know. I don't normally like colouring waves and things like that, but this one was really quite enjoyable. I had a lot of fun doing this one. I think because it's so bright and colourful as well, it really like inspired me while I was doing it as well. So that was nice. There's no glitter gel pen, no white gel pen. It's just all pencil. Oh, sorry, the white gel pen on the clouds to outline the clouds, but that was it. That was the only gel pen that I came in with after. All right, next one. This one is also a colour along on my channel. Not the happiest with it, to be honest. I don't know. I don't really like the paper in this book. It kind of, I feel like it absorbs the colours and it doesn't really, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, this was it here. So the sky and the grass are all Neocolour 2. Everything else was Prismas, sorry. Everything else was Prismas. I did come in with some white gel pen and some glitter pens and things like that to accent. Some white pencil on the clouds just to give the sky a little bit of a breakup. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't like it. I think it, compared to my normal style, this is very dull. Perhaps if I went back in and did another layer on the sky or something like that, I might be happy, but I'm just going to leave it like that. I can't be bothered. But yeah, this is probably my least favorite picture of the month. Let's put it that way. So there is some glitter and stuff on there. I'll give it a move so you can see that. But yeah, anyway, I'm glad it's done. All right, that one is in Romantic Country, #1 by Eerie. Okay, my next one is, actually, do you know what? I'm going to share one of my Hannah Carlson ones because I have a few here. And I don't want to leave hers all together. All right, so we have in Tales from the Forest Kingdom. I have this groovy dude. Now, this picture gave me vibes from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe with Mr. Tumnus. So I really liked this picture. I had a lot of fun doing this one. So Neocolour 2 for the red and the black, and then I've spritzed it with the Kaisercraft Gold and the white Winsor & Newton ink, and I've sort of tapped the ink on. Now the border is done, and this black border, sorry. The black border, and this black border is done with the Jelly Roll glaze, and the gold around Mr. I'm just going to call him Mr. Tumnus, and the gold border is the Deco Art metallic paint. So that is absolutely beautiful, that paint. I am in love with it. I couldn't decide what color to put around him, and I wanted him to stand out. So I decided on the gold. Now on his face, I have the Jelly Roll glaze in the black, so you can probably see, maybe if I move it, that his little bits on his face are actually shiny, and they are like a raised feeling as well, which is pretty cool. His hair and skin and everything else is based with Albrecht Dürer, and then I've gone in with the Albrecht Dürer dry on top to smush it around and give it a bit more depth. But yeah, that's pretty much it. White gel pen for accents on his horns and ears and face. And that's pretty much it. That's all I've used. So I'll bring him up close. And I was really happy with how he turned out. He was actually quite a quick one, which was nice. So I kind of completed him in amongst some other pages. So that was really nice. So that one is Tales from the Forest Kingdom. Another Hannah Carlson one, which was really fun, and I'm going to be pulling this one out lots this month, is Tales from the Witchs Cottage. This one is a colour along on my page. It did bleed through because I absolutely soaked it by accident, but anyway, it was this beautiful girl and her cat. I absolutely loved doing this one. This one was so much fun. So Near Colour 2 background, spritzed with the Kaiser Craft spray in the gold and the white. So I do have both on there. The gold moons and the border is done with, it's a gold ink actually. I can't remember which one it was. But it is a drawing ink. It's a gold drawing ink. Then all the other details were done with Prismacolors and white gel pen. So I'll bring you up close to have a look at her side. I really love how her clothes turned out, and I also love the clouds. I love that they're not white, they're like a bright colour, and I feel like it just brings everything together. So that gold is super shiny, very pretty. Glad I went with the gold. It just added that little bit of difference, I think, to the paper or to the page. But yeah, that's probably going to be one of my favorites of the month, I would say. Is definitely the Little Witchy Girl. Okay, then we've got Spirit Animals, and I have a couple in here. I absolutely love this book. This has probably been my favorite book for the month, I would say. Definitely, yeah, up there on the top. Okay, so I've done 3 in here, I think. So I've done this beautiful girl and her goose. Now this was done background with Near Colour 2. All the pencil work is done with Prismacolors, and then I've gone in with white gel pen for details. I've gone in with some glitter gel pen and some Jelly Roll glaze over the top of the little diamonds and stuff on, all the colourful diamonds or gemstones on her crown and the goose's crown. So the border is the metallic gel pen, and the feathers are all done with a white gel pen to accentuate those. But yeah, I'll give it a bit of a tilt so you can see that Jelly Roll glaze on the gemstones. And yeah, that one was one of my favourite pictures. I absolutely love working in this book. Her paper is beautiful, and it just, I don't know, everything just works really well in this book. Now I did get a little bit of crinkling, but that's okay, I don't mind. It's more when I was trying to blend out those so they weren't as, what's it called, like harsh, I guess. All right, so the next one is this one. This one is a colour along on my channel. It's the Wolves page. So this one, when I looked at it, had the sun up here, so I read that as that's a day sky or a daytime theme, and then this one had the moon, so I took this as a night theme. So that's why I've done the blue on this side, the blue sky, and then the night kind of sky on this side. So yeah, that's kind of what my thinking was. Now the border is done in the green dual metallic hybrid, so it actually does look blue because the glitter was blue in it. The background's done with Neocolor 2, spritzed with the Kaisercraft Gold. The moon I added in, and that is done with the Calero Gold watercolor paint. And then everything else with the details is white gel pen and some glitter gel pens here and there. So I'll zoom you in so you can see. So yeah, the border is beautiful and shiny. So as I said, this is a color along on my channel. Yeah, that one was lots of fun as well. I loved kind of doing the offset with the the day sky and the night sky. I thought that was really cool. Lots of fun. And then the other one I did in this book was the unicorn. All right, so this one, again, Neocolor 2 background spritz with the Kaisercraft Gold. The border was done with the, what was that done with? I think it was just a Jelly Roll Moonlight in the green or the tealy color. The clouds for the rainbow were done with Neocolor 2, and everything else except for her green hair was done with, oh sorry, and the gold bits was done with the Holbein pastel set. And then yeah, it's all based, things have some details with the white gel pen. So I'll bring it up nice and close for you to have a look. And yeah, some glitter and shine and all that good stuff. This one was so much fun. I loved doing this one. I love the Holbein pastel set, but I only really like the bright colors in it. I've said before, I don't like muted colors, so the muted tones in that set I don't like, and I'm probably going to sell them on, to be honest, because I'm just not a fan. But I do love these bright, you know, blues and purples and pinks and things that are in that pastel set. So yeah. All right, next one was Spook by Tomislav Tomic, and I've probably pronounced both the name and the book name wrong, but that's okay. So in this one, I did, these are all ones that I want to do. Here we go. So they're like, I don't know, flower dragons, I guess. So the clouds are done with the Holbein pastels. The flowers are done with Prismacolors. The background, so the sky I wanted to be light, but I did it with Neocolor 2, so a really light layer of Neocolor 2. The wings were done with the Holbein pastels as well, and then I went over with white gel pen on the lines, followed by a white glitter, and then followed by, what's it called? Oh gosh, the glazy stuff. I forgot what it's called, sorry guys. So yeah, to give it that shine. And then I went with Jelly Roll Glaze and did the dots that were on the leaves, so it almost looks like a wet look, like water drops or something on the leaf. So I'll bring you up close. So on those wings, there's glitter and there's shine from that glaze as well. And then the dragon's bodies are done with Neocolor 2 with a little bit of pencil over the top to give a little bit of color in there as well. But that one was really fun actually, because I could get different tones in the skin. So that one was really nice to do. But yeah, I'll come in close for you. And I decided to make the fairies' hair brown so they would actually stand out, because I felt like there was so many bright colors in this picture that I really needed them to pop in a different way. So I went with the brown hair and the blue dresses. So yeah, that one was a lot of fun. I liked doing that. It was just something bright and colorful and different and fun for the month. So yeah, that's that one. All right, next one is another Hannah Carlson, and this one was actually, Tales from the City Among the Stars. So this one I was playing with the Albrecht Jurors, that's right. I'd played with the Albrecht Jurors again and went over them. This one was mainly to play with them once they'd been wet and then going back in dry. Yeah, the background is Neocolor 2, and then the border is the Pentel Dual Hybrid Metallic, or I can't remember the order of the name, but that's it. And this one was just a fun one that I was doing on my lunch breaks at work. So just a little something to do at school. And I wanted to give the jars like a bit of a glassy look, so I went over the lines with the white gel pen. But yeah, that's pretty much it. No glitter except for the border, which I wanted to be shiny, but everything else is, yeah, just plain old pencil. But yeah, coming a bit closer for you. This one was just, yeah, a little fun one, quick one to do. And yeah, that's that one. That was the first one in this book too, so that was nice. All right, next one was another Kirby book, Fragile World. I hadn't coloured in this for a while, so I thought I would whip one out of here. So I did the New Zealand bats. This one was really fun. I don't often use browns and greens unless it's in a nature kind of style book, so it was nice to do something different. Now the sky was done in ink pad ink, and the bats, the trees, yeah, the bats and the trees were done with Neocolor 2 as a base, and then I went back over with Neocolor 1. There is no pencil on the bats or on the trees. The only pencil I've used are for the greens of the trees and the berries. I guess I've done them purple to stand out, and just the floor down here. That's the only pencil I've used on this page. So everything else is Neocolor 2 and 1 over the top, which is nice because it's really quick to actually get done. So yeah, I really liked that one. I love using the Neocolor 1s over the top of the Neo 2s. I don't know, I just find it's really enjoyable to do it that way. And obviously some white gel pen for those little spots there as well. But yeah, bring it up nice and close for you to have a look. And I'll probably try and get another one done in this book because I do love this book for this month. There we go. All right, and my last one to share with you is Tales from Atlantis by Hannah Carlson. Now this one is a colour along on my channel as well, but it's only how to colour the crab, so not the entire picture. And it's this Mermaid Lady here. So I taught you guys how to colour the little crabby, the rainbow crabby down here. So I'll bring it up nice and close for you to have a look. So everything on this picture is done with polychromos. Again, I was testing myself out this month, trying to force myself to use them and enjoy them. And I actually did really enjoy them on this paper. They were really lovely to use on Hannah's paper. And then I did add some gel pen and some glitter. Again, the border is done with the Pentel Dual Metallic, and most of the other stuff is metallic as well. The pearls are white gel pen, and I also put on the white pearl deco art paint onto those pearls as well. So yeah, give them a bit of shine too. But yeah, that's it for my completed pages. I hope you liked all of them. I do have one more whip that I will show you that I'm working on as well, just as a little added bonus. Hopefully this will be finished this month, and I'm working in Creative Haven. I haven't worked in these books for a very long time. And this one actually had nothing in there. So I'm trying to colour in some books that I haven't coloured in before. So this is Country Charm colouring book by Teresa Goodrich, and I absolutely love her work. And I have been working on this little gorgeous puppy page who's been asleep on the couch. Now everything is based in Albrecht Dürer except for the wall. I have done like a multicolored wallpaper kind of look with my Neo 2s. But yeah, everything else is based in Albrecht Dürers. And I'm coming back in with my polychromos to add some details and stuff. So the only bit that I've come back in with my polychromos on so far are the 3 pillows, the dog, and the couch. Nothing else has been touched. That is all just Albrecht Dürer base. So I do have to come back in with my polychromos on all the other details to add some stuff in there. But apart from that, I want to add some white gel pen on the matte, and then on these little bits up here that are, you know, fancy kind of patterns. But yeah, so that is my whip, well, my second whip. I've got 2 whips. I try not to have too many on the go, purely because I feel overwhelmed when I've got too many things happening at once, and I like to get things finished. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my pages. As always, tell me below which one is your favorite, and why, I guess. And I will see you in the next video. Can't wait to see everyone else's finished works this month. I'm going to head over on YouTube now and watch some while I colour along. Have a good week, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.